So when the Bureau of Reclamation built the dams, they cut off access to the entire upper reaches of the river. And that meant that the fish, instead of having 100 miles of river to spawn in, now have about 7 miles. So the hatchery was built at the same time to make up for that or mitigate for that loss. The mitigation requirement is 4 million salmon into the river. So that's as many as we put in there. So when the salmon return to the river, they're looking for a place to make a nest in the gravel and lay their eggs. About 30% of the fish that come back to the river will do that. If they can't find a spot, they move up the fish ladder, still looking for a place to lay their eggs, and they end up here at the hatchery. We'll bring them into the hatchery, collect the eggs, collect the milt, fertilize those eggs, and start growing baby fish.
The red ones are the males, the gray ones are the females. The crowder is a machine used to get the fish into the hatchery. It's herding the fish into the building right now. Once in, they'll stun the fish, hoist them up to the employees, and then the spawning will begin. In the tranquilizing tank, we give them a hardy electric shock to stun them, so they're easier to work with and are a lot safer. A good smack from one of their tails can break a nose. The chutes lead out to the holding tanks for the salmon that aren't ready to spawn.
All Pacific salmon die after they spawn. They only get one shot. So when they come back to the river, no matter how healthy they are, males, females, they will die within a few weeks of spawning.
When the female salmon start swimming up the river, they start digesting their internal organs to make room for more eggs. Then when they need the male sperm, they put it on the grate right there, ready to squirt the sperm into the eggs when ready. Then they put a little water in there and mix it around. As you can see, when the eggs are fertilized, they're put in a little tank over there.
So all the fish that are processed inside the hatchery are then brought out here, and then we go through them and look for the ones that were clipped. So we count them. Everyone that's clipped, we take the head from, and every 5th fish we go through, we take a scale sample from. And then they get put in these buckets, and then they do whatever they do when they take them, when they're all done.
So all of the carcasses of the salmon are put into the refrigerated truck, driven up to a processing plant where they'll separate what's edible from what's not. All the edible meat will be donated through FoodLink to food banks all through the Central Valley, and the inedible parts will be processed into fertilizer, pet food, and other products, so the whole fish is used.
We raise those fish here in the hatchery for about 6 months until they are ready to go back into the river and start their journey out to the ocean. The hatchery is free, it's open every day of the year except Christmas Day, and it's a really great opportunity to teach people about why the salmon matter, why it's important that we conserve water and maintain healthy habitats for them, collect our litter, keep pollution out of those waterways so that the salmon have a place to live and to be able to continue to come back to every year.